2014 started, our euphoria was going down, the economy was going down, things were getting messy. And then people from the north, it's a small faction of the country, were instigated by the former president who was ousted from his power, took over and started gradually from the northern areas of Yemen, moving on, taking over land, and they got into the capital. And at the time, they started with one ministry, which was the Ministry of Defense, which makes sense. It was men with guns. They came in and using the former army, because the army was still controlled by the former president because of money, loyalties. The leaders were from the same tribe of this former president. They took over the Ministry of Defense. And then they came to me, because they realized that you have the army, you control the military, then you have to control the media. They came to me. I ran 5 TV stations, 16 local radios, 3 dailies and 2 weeklies, and a news agency. And they came and they spread to all the different media institutions, and they came to my office as minister, barging in. And I wouldn't have it, and it was an argument. I wasn't assaulted, but I was threatened, and I had to leave the office. I called up the people from my different news agencies, from the different media, and I said, now on the screen, publish coup d'etat, the country is being controlled by rebels. The people at the news station, TV and radio, said, we can't. There are people, men with guns here in the newsroom. They actually went into the newsroom and at gunpoint, they told the reporters, speak of the new Lord now. I mean, you can no longer speak about the president, you can no longer speak about the government. We are here to liberate you. And so the new sort of agenda was being publicized. And I didn't know what to do. At that time, the president himself was surrounded. There was gunshots all over the country, the city, the main capital. I went to my Twitter account. And I used my personal Twitter account, and I said, coup d'etat in Yemen. The president is being attacked. Prime minister is being had attempted assassination on the prime minister. Ministers are under house arrest. And I spread the word in both Arabic and English. Suddenly, I didn't know how to deal with this, except for I had to let the word out, and I had to live up. It was my background as a journalist and an activist, and my responsibility as Minister of Information. And I remember my husband was in the room, and he was like, I have 2 kids, 9 and 3, and the tension was all over the place in the house, and he would kind of shield me away from them, like, mommy, this might hurt my toe, and he would like, not now, not now, your mom is making history. So that point, when I tried to spread the word around that the cabinet is being attacked, I was being attacked. They came to my house. They followed me around. They sent me text messages. They called me. First, they tried to encourage me to join them, and then they said, if you don't join us, you're going to regret it. And eventually, the air campaign took place, and there were no flights. I had to run for my life. My husband was not in the country at the time, so me and my 2 kids I wore a veil. I disguised my identity. I went through a UN flight, and I managed to get out of the country through Addis Ababa, Cairo, and eventually went to Jordan. And that's when I said, okay, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of Yemen, but I know this has to be documented.